Captaloans offers a number of permission groups that will allow you to control who can see what and what they can do. So for instance, here on the loans page, we can see all the open loans because we're logged in as Bill Adkins, which is a manager. So we can see loans that are assigned to people other than ourselves, and we have the ability to go in and edit those loans. We can restrict other users to, say, only see the loans that are assigned to them, or only give them view-only access. Now, the way we do this is over in the Tools section, we create permission groups. So first thing we do is we create a permission group with a permission set, and then we put the users into that group. So if I go into the Manage Group section, you can see these are all the groups that we have existing, and these are the members of those groups. So if we go ahead and pick one of these groups, as an example, we'll take the Loan Officers group. Inside here, we'll be able to see all the granular permissions that correspond to every feature in Captaloans. So each of these boxes here corresponds to a tab. So you have the Leads box, which has all the Leads permissions and all the permissions for the Loans tab. So let's take the Loans, for example. Everything on the left is going to be the most permissive, and on the right is the least. So say this permission here, view my open loan. So do we want the people that are in the Loan Officers group to be able to see their own open loans, the list of them? Yes, we do. Do we want them to be able to go into the closed loans section and view their closed loans? Yes. Do we want them to view everyone else's loans? Well, no. We'll set that to none. That's a manager permission, so we don't give the loan officers that permission. We do allow loan officers to create a new loan. They can go in and modify the details. They cannot reassign a loan. They can close a loan. They can reopen a loan and modify the checklist. So as you see, you can get very granular here with what you want them and do not want them to do. You can restrict them from uploading documents if you want. Same thing over on the Leads tab. We can control who can see what. So let's say the loan officers, we want them to have access to all the loans, but maybe we don't want them to even see the Leads page at all. We can go through and turn off all the permissions to the Leads tab and basically remove all the permissions and not let anyone who's in the loan officers group even see any of the leads, or much less modify them. Down in here's the tools area. These are more administrative permissions. So this particular group, we do not want them to be able to manage users or change permissions. They cannot manage some of the export settings. They're not even allowed to do importing. So what we do is we create our group and we set up the permissions exactly the way we want it. And then we go over into the users section, and this is where we create users and we put them into a group. So I'm in the users section now, and it's telling me here's all the active users I have. I have 19 seats that I've purchased, and it's letting me know that I'm using 16 of them. So I should have 3 available down here, which I do. So I've got 3 unassigned seats that I can use. So I'm going to go ahead and if I click on Assign New User, this is how we create a new user. So up here, I can go ahead and put in the user's email address as their username, their first and last name, and then I can put them in whatever permission group I want them to go into. After you've gone through and set up all your users, then you can come back in if, say, later on you want to change their password or you want to put them in a different permission group. You can just click on their name and go ahead and edit it. So let's say we don't want Keith to be in the administrators group anymore. We can put him in the loan officers group. That's going to restrict his permissions, so we won't have as much access as he did before. You can delete users over here. So in Captaloans, we make it very easy for you to grow and shrink your business based on what your needs are. So I can go ahead and remove a user over here. It will then show up as an available seat under here. Now I've got 3 user seats that I am basically paying for, but I'm not using. So if I'm not going to be assigning any more users, there's no sense in me paying for those seats. So I'm going to click on the branches link here. Captaloans, we make it easy for you to purchase and delete user seats. So I can go ahead and click on the delete link, and it's going to allow me to delete 1, 2, or all 3 of those available user seats. If, say, we're in the middle of the month and I delete the seats, it'll just prorate me for the amount that they were available. So we make it very flexible for you. There's no need to call in to do this. You can do this on your own. If, say, you want to grow, you can go ahead and purchase more seats easily on the fly also too. So just click whatever block of seats you want to do and you can add those to your account. I hope this has made it, shown you how easy it is to set up permission groups in Captaloans and control what users can and cannot do.